Good morning, team. It's Monday. It's another weekly reading vlog. I say another, I haven't done one in about 2 weeks. I'm hoping this will last and we will get to the end of it and there will be a weekly reading vlog for you guys, but we'll see. So this is the last week of November. The last day of November is next Monday, but that's going to be in the first December vlog on the basis that 'Tis the Season-a-thon starts on that Monday. So I don't think I'll finish anything that day, but I will start books for 'Tis the Season-a-thon that day. So on that basis, this week's reading vlog will be running through till Sunday and it will be the last one of November. I cannot believe we are so close to December. So I still have so many books to get through. This is not all of them because I don't own all of them, but you know, this is a good indication of how many books I've still got to get through. So let's see how this week goes, hey? I have been in a reading slump, severe reading slump actually, which I think is why you haven't had a proper reading vlog for the last 2 weeks. I've just done a weekend reading vlog. I'm hoping that turns out okay and you've actually been able to see it. But if you have, if I've done it, I'll link it up here. If I haven't, there's going to be no link. And I'm making it up. So on that basis, let's go through what I've got left. I think I've got 10 books left on this TBR for the month of November. So let's go through them. The first one is One by One by Ruth Ware. I've took the dust jacket off. I'm partway through reading it. And I'm currently on page 281. I don't have long left. I've got about 90 pages left to go, so I am hoping to finish this afternoon when after I've done some work and some college work and stuff like that. So I am hoping to finish this afternoon. It won't take me too long, fingers crossed. But so far, I am enjoying this. I want to finish that this afternoon. And then I'm also partway through The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden, which I'm reading for the Winter Night Trilogy read-along, which is hosted by Meg. I will leave a link to the announcement video down below and also to Meg's channel if you want to go and check her out. She's awesome. Please do so. Already 93 pages in. I'm really enjoying this so far. This is a very slow story, but very beautifully written, and I am hoping to make it to the end of this book. I'm going to be so fucking mad if I DNF this book. But so far, really enjoying it and I'm hoping to continue on with this. Then we've got Hollow Pox by Jessica Townsend. I am currently 71 pages into this one, so I'd like to finish this week as well. We will see how I go on with that, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's so nice to be back with these characters. It's so much fun. I've got Kind of Spark by Elle McNichol. I'm hoping to read this one as well. It's very short, so I'm hoping to get to this one this week. I've got Arusha and The End of Time by Roshni Chokshi. I have got A Sprinkling Sorcery by Michelle Harrison that I still need to get to. I have got The Castle of Tangle Magic by Sophie Anderson. I have actually made the decision to push this into my December TBR. If you want to go and check that out, I'll leave a link to it up here. But I've managed to fit it on Polathon because I didn't know, but Jade does classify Sophie Anderson's books as polar fantasy, and I decided rather than trying to rush through this in the last week, if I can get it onto my December TBR, I will do so, and I have. So that's what I'm doing with that one. It's going on my December TBR. My apologies, Sophie, for not getting to it during Believe-a-thon, but I promise I'll get to it in December. I swear to God, I will get to it in December. And then, what else have I got that's not on, I don't physically own? The School for Good and Evil, I have not started and I would like to get to. I've got Dark Whispers as well by Vashti Hardy, and I've got Tilly and the Book Wanderers, and I've also got Maya and the Rising Dark. I think I'm going to have to accept defeat on that one because I just cannot physically get hold of it. It costs a fortune to get hold of in the UK. It's really weird. So I think I'm going to have to accept defeat on that one and maybe look into getting that one for the next round of Believe-a-thon maybe. We'll see. So yeah, we're looking at 10 books plus I would really like to finish Cookie Kingdom. I don't want this to go into December, but I want to finish it this year. So if I can, I would like to get to this week as well. I'm on page 199, so we'll see whether or not that happens. So that's book 11. I put too much pressure on myself, but I would like to get to all of these. But I don't know. It probably won't happen. We'll just have to see what does happen. So that's my plan, and I am gonna go now. I need to get that work done, like I said, and I need to make some breakfast as well because I'm starving. So I will check back in with you in a little bit when I've got an update for you. Isn't it cute? I love it. Okay, so thought I'd give you a quick reading update before I go and make some food. I just finished One by One by Ruth Ware. I'm giving this 4 stars. It was good. I know that a lot of people have rated this quite low. They were expecting more from Ruth and from this story. It is your typical murder mystery book, and that's it. There's nothing specifically special about this. It's just a murder mystery, which is fine because sometimes that's what some people want. So thank you so much to Tandem for sending me this and for getting me on the tour, and also to Penguin for sending me a copy of the book. Really appreciate it. So Kayla mentioned in her review that she thought that this was good, despite the fact that it is just a bog standard murder mystery. Sometimes all people want is a bog standard murder mystery. They just want it to be a simple murder mystery. There's no magical elements to it. There's no really ridiculous twist at the end. It's just a bog standard murder mystery, and that's all this is. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. It just didn't have that 5-star vibe for me. I don't know what it was about it. It wasn't predictable on my end. I never ever predict mystery thrillers. Usually I have some suspicions. My suspicions were completely wrong in this. But yeah, I think it's just, I try not to spoil it. You know when you're following a very, very unreliable narrator and you're just not sure how to feel about them, and you're just not sure how it makes you feel about the book in general? It was one of those for me. I don't tend to read many books with unreliable narrators in them, so yeah, it was a little bit of that for me. But overall, I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was great. I had a good time with it. I do recommend it if you enjoy a good old murder mystery with no special elements to it. It's literally a good old murder mystery. Like, that's it. Think The Guest List, because that's the only other good old murder mystery I've read. But think The Guest List. Simple. I'm gonna make some food and then see where I'm at with time and stuff, but I'm gonna pick up The Bear and the Nightingale, I think, by Catherine Arden, and read a bit more of this. So I'm gonna go and make some tea anyway, because I am getting hungry now, and I will check in with you later.
Tell me that it's my fault that it's over. Wish I played it different. I didn't know all the times that you called me to be closer. Wish I paid attention, I should've known. You're probably with your friends, dancing on tabletops. Hands in his hair already, saying that you forgot about me. I just don't wanna know who you give your loving to. You'll end up leaving here with someone. I just don't wanna know you be drinking way past 2, lights out and it's not me you're loving. I just don't wanna know it's not
Wednesday. It's now Wednesday afternoon. It's 3:30 on Wednesday. I've been awake since 7:30. I went to bed really early last night, so I yesterday published my December TBR video, which I will leave a link to up here. If you want to go and check it out, please do so. I would really appreciate it, and I think you might enjoy it. I announced that I now have a new TBR game on my channel. This is not an original. This is a, I don't want to say rip-off because it's not a rip-off, but it's basically Becca's Bookopoly, but it's now Steph Loves Bookopoly. It's Becca's Bookopoly with a twist, basically. I did have, if you've seen the video, you'll know, but I did have the discussion with Becca about whether or not she would be okay for me to do this, and I would do a twist on it and make the board look different and things like that. There are some things that are similar on the board, but the majority of it is different, and she was totally okay with it, and I'm absolutely buzzing that she has been okay with this, and I've been able to do this because I had a blast. So it was really good, and I'm so excited that this is a new thing that I get to do now every month, because I had a such a good time doing Bookopoly-thon back in September. I had an awesome time doing it, and I just decided that I think this year I've managed to read so many books, and I just feel like my TBRs sometimes get completely out of control and I feel so overwhelmed, and I would really like next year to, there's no way I'm going to read as many books next year as I have this year, and I don't want to, because I feel like sometimes what I've done is I've rushed through books and I haven't enjoyed them as much as I probably could have or should have had I taken my time with them a little bit more. So I kind of want to do that next year and take my time a little bit more with my reading, not read as much, but you know, quality over quantity. Rather, I feel like 2020 has been quantity over quality, whereas I want 2021 to be quality over quantity, if that makes sense. And I feel like Bookopoly is really going to help me do that. So yeah, I'm excited. So please do check that out if you want to. I'll leave a link to it up below. But on top of that, within that video, I also announced that I now have a Patreon page. So again, if you wanted to go and check that out, there is a link to it down below if you want to go and have a butcher's at that. No pressure whatsoever. I was announcing that yesterday, and I got I managed to make myself extremely overwhelmed and anxious about it. I was really nervous that people would react badly, and I don't know why I thought that, because for 1 second none of you have ever reacted badly to anything I've ever done. You've all been amazing and incredibly supportive, and I've never once had a negative reaction with any of you, and I really appreciate that. But I don't know why. I know exactly why, because mental health, but I just got myself really overwhelmed and very anxious. I was nervous. I was doing two really big things for me, and I think that's the thing. So not only was I doing this TBR game where it's not an original, it is somebody else's TBR game that I've twisted to make my own with their consent, which is okay, but it was just a new thing for me, and I didn't know whether the reaction was going to be, oh my god, she can't even bother coming up with an original game, or whether people would be supportive of it anyway and enjoy the fact that now they have 2 Bookopoly games a month that they can watch. I don't know if there's any others out there, unfortunately. I'm just, obviously, for like Becca's the original for me. So and fortunately that's the reaction I've had, which is awesome. So I really appreciate that. But on top of that, obviously the Patreon as well, I didn't know how people were going to react to that, and I think it's always nerve-wracking sometimes when people do announce these things, even if they are a big channel. I think it's nerve-wracking for booktubers and YouTubers in general to announce these things. So yeah, overall the reaction has been phenomenal, the support has been incredible, and I've really appreciated it. But I just wore myself out so much last night, gave myself a headache, and by 9 o'clock I was tucked up in bed. So I ended up being up. This is a long-winded way of me saying that I've been up since 7:30 this morning, which I haven't seen 7:30 in the AM in such a long time. I don't think I've seen it at all this year. So yeah, I've had a really productive day already today. I've also have a non-productive afternoon, but this morning I managed to edit the weekend's reading vlog that's just gone and do the thumbnail for that. I have managed to take a couple of Instagram pictures. I have managed to, what else have I done? Oh, I was then, because I got so tired last night and I wasn't expecting the reaction to be what it was with my Patreon, I hadn't set up like a post on there or anything, or my Discord channel yet. So I had to do that this morning, because as it turned out, people actually wanted to sign up to my Patreon page, which is amazing, and I'm just so incredibly grateful. So I had to set that up this morning. So I set up the post for my first post for Patreon, and also set up my Discord channel as well. So I just got loads of almost admin-y stuff done this morning, plus some editing, and then answered a couple of emails, and yeah, it's been a very productive morning. Then this afternoon I've been watching some videos on YouTube while I had some lunch, and then been watching some bullet journal videos, because I actually think I'm going to now spend the rest of the afternoon with my new bullet journal, which I think I'm going to outline all of this in pencil so that I can film my video for this either on Friday or maybe one day next week, possibly, so that that's filmed ready for Bookmas in December, which is next week. Bookmas isn't next week, December's next week, which is terrifying. And then listen to, I think I'm actually going to listen to Dark Whispers by Vashti Hardy. That's the second in the Brightstorm series, so I think I'm going to listen to that because it's on my library app and I don't have that long left with it, and I don't have a physical copy, so I think it's better for me to listen to something I don't own a physical copy of. I can't follow along with it anyway, so I might as well listen to something like that. I haven't listened to any more of the Bear and the Nightingale. I'm no further on with this than I was the other day because I didn't read anything last night. Obviously I went to bed early, so I'm 155 pages into this, so I do still want to try and finish this week. So I'm going to go and do that now, and I will check back in with you and I've got an update for you. Okay, not long since got back. I've just been catching up on my phone because I've been at my brother's for my tea, so I haven't been checking on my notifications. Do you want to come? Do you want to come? No. Do you want to see what my packages look like today when I got home from work? Like this. It's 8 days till my birthday. I already have 9 parcels stacked up. Now I have another, well, this is for me to open now because I know who this is from, it's a publisher. But this lot is from friends. I know who this one is from because she's messaged me to let me know it's coming. It should have either today or tomorrow, so I knew this was coming. The ironic thing is that I got an email before I set off from my brother's to say that Fairy Loot have dispatched a box, so I was like, holy shit, that's quick, till I realised that it's not from Fairy Loot, it's from a friend. So yes, I now have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 parcels for my birthday next week. I'm so excited. I feel extremely overwhelmed. I don't know what I've done to deserve this, so I'm just feeling very overwhelmed at the moment. So yeah, I was really surprised to find all of that when I got home. Some of it was in the barbecue down the side of the house, and some of it was in the garage. So yeah, parcels galore when I got home. Let's open this, and then I think I completely forgot, but Molly's hosting some sprints tonight, so I'm going to get on those, I think, and get some reading done. So let's open this bad boy. This is from Tandem, another read along for me to get on with Tandem, which is awesome. Ironically enough, because last week I did 1 by 1. Ironically enough, this is along a similar line. So last week I was saying I've never been skiing before, and I always kind of wanted to go. I don't think I'm ever going to want to go skiing again after reading these. So I have a whiteboard. This is a bendy whiteboard. I've had 2 solid whiteboards from Tandem before, so now I have 3, which is awesome, and a dry marker to go with. The idea, I think, is to write down our theories. I also have another ski pass, which is cool, a read along ski pass. I'm saying this like you've seen my unboxing for my 1 by 1 parcel that I got, which you didn't, because I ended up deleting the footage because it was shit. So yeah, I got ski passes in the last one, but they were for each character with some descriptions about the character. It was really, really good. The last one being 1 by 1. We also got a mug for that one and some hot chocolate and marshmallows. It was awesome. So this one, yeah, we've got a whiteboard with a marker to write down our theories. We've got our ski pass again that's got our, I'm assuming, our characters' names on the back in black. Saskia, Curtis, Mila, Dale, Heather and Brent, but when you put them all above each other, they read out killer in red writing. So yeah, and this is for Shiver by Ali Reynolds, and on the front it says, they don't know what I did and I intend to keep it that way. So yeah, this is another skiing murder mystery type book, and I'm here for it. And it says, a spectacular debut thriller set in a unique and dangerous environment, Shiver will blow you away. So this is a debut by Ali, and it looks like the book has sold in 16 territories to date, and also TV rights for a multi-part drama series was snapped up by Firebird Productions, co-founded by the former BBC senior commissioning editor responsible for Bodyguard, The Cry and Luther. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations to Ali, that's awesome. So thank you so much to Tandem and also Headline Publishing for sending me a copy of this one. I cannot wait. I'm not sure when this comes out. It does not have a date on it, but I will find out. I'm not reading this, we don't start this until the 1st, it comes out in 2021, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, I'm just not sure what date it comes out, but I will find out, and when I'm doing the read along, which I'm starting on the 1st of December, so next Tuesday, I will let you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It sounds good. So yeah, thanks to Tandem and Headline for that. So I'm gonna go upstairs and get The Bear and the Nightingale and do some reading, I think, with Molly. I'm not sure who else she's got on. Was it Jade? Meg, she's got on with her tonight, I think. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get involved with that. Oh no, it's not, it's Jade. I was right the first time. It is Jade. She's done a different video with Meg, I think. So I'm gonna go and do that. I'm gonna go and get The Bear and the Nightingale and read with those two. And oh, I forgot to tell you, I was doing some of my bullet journal yesterday, and I ended up listening. I told you I was going to listen to Dark Whispers. I lied. I ended up listening to Pages & Co, Tilly and the Book Wanderers, which is the first in the Pages & Co series. Apologies for the state of my face. It's a right mess at the moment. I don't know what's going on. And I finished the whole thing. It was amazing. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's fantastic. Following a young girl called Tilly, whose grandparents work in, well, they own a bookstore. And her mother seemed to have run away when she was born, and nobody really knows where she is. Her father is deemed, well, her father is thought to be dead, but it looks like people are keeping secrets from her. Tilly has this knack of like being able to speak to characters out of her books. They seem to come into the bookshop where her grandparents work and run the place. And all may not be as it seems with everybody around her. So it's just fantastic, so whimsical, so magical. It was incredible, and I flew through it. It's such an easy read. I am dying to get my hands on a copy of each of the books now, because before I read 2 and 3, because I really want to tab these books up. They're so beautiful, and some of the quotes, oh, I got chills now just thinking about it, but some of the quotes are incredible. So yeah, I loved that. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was just perfect, so good. So yeah, I had a great time yesterday doing my bullet journal and listening to that. So that was awesome. I think tomorrow I'm actually going to try and start my bullet journal video. I also want to film a couple more videos tomorrow for Bookmas. So I want to start my Bookmas filming tomorrow, I think. And yeah, that's all I've got to update you on at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to go now and try and stop being overwhelmed and watch my girls on telly and try and get some reading done. So I'll see you in a little bit. Good afternoon. It is currently 1:15 in the afternoon. I have filmed 3 videos. I've taken bookstagram photos for the next 10 days, and I still need to edit those though. And I have been listening to, I uploaded a poll on my Patreon for my Squad 312 Patreons, and I'm currently 2.5 hours into Dark Whispers. I've got 6 hours and 52 minutes left to go. I don't know that I'll finish that today. I don't know if I was going to do my bullet journal today, but I think I'm going to wait. I've just ordered some stickers, so I might wait until they come. So I don't think I'm going to get the chance to do my bullet journal today. I look so pale. I have a bit of makeup on, but I look super pale. So I just thought it would be really funny for me to come on and play Parcel roulette with you. These have just come. I ordered my dad and my sister-in-law's presents yesterday from Amazon, because cheapest place to get them from, unfortunately. And I'm not sure which of these. I think it's this one, because this is the heaviest. So I think this is a gift, another one, to add to my ever-growing pile. So let's play Parcel roulette. My battery's about to die. Of course it is. Yes. Good job, lad. Is my sister's... Okay, great. So my sister's Christmas present is not in there, which is awesome. I don't know if it's this then. No, I don't think it is. I think that's got 2 books in it. So what I got my dad was this. It's the Formula One, The Official History by Maurice Hamilton, and I asked my dad if he wanted it for Christmas, because if he didn't, it was going to go on my Christmas wish list because I want it. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to have this, and well, for my dad, because I will be able to read it too, which I'm hyped about because I'm obsessed with Formula One. So yeah, that was Formula One. No, that was Parcel Roulette. I don't know where my sister's present is. I'm going to have a quick look and see if I can find it. So I'm going to continue reading for a bit. I actually think I'm going to try and finish The Bear and the Nightingale first. And then if I find some other stuff to do later, I'll continue listening to Dark Whispers. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's really good. It's nice to be back with the kids and on another adventure. So yeah. So I'm going to go. I just wanted to do a quick update with you and play Parcel Roulette. It looks like we won this time, yay. So I will check back in with you later. Hi team, it is Saturday morning. No, it isn't. It's Saturday afternoon. It's 12:05. I wasn't going to film anything today. I woke up like an hour ago. Really, actually it was an hour and a half ago. It's like 10:30. Really annoyed with myself because I'd set an alarm for 8 and then 8:30 and obviously just turned them off and then kept on sleeping. So I was really annoyed with myself. The day itself is grim. It's raining, the skies are grey. It's really, really dull in the house. It does not look like it here. It looks very, very bright, but that is not the case. It's very, very dull in here. And just in general, I'm annoyed with myself. So I was gonna slob in bed all day feeling sorry for myself because I'm in a really not great mood, to be honest. In general, my mood is low anyway. I'm not sure why that is, but my mood is low anyway, and then I'm in a mood with myself on top of that, so it's not a great start to the day. So I decided to get up and have a shower and then see how I feel. If I still want to put my PJs on and get back in bed, then I was going to do it, but I thought I would get up and have a shower. So I played the Mamma Mia soundtrack while I was in the shower because what else is going to get you out of a bad mood than the Mamma Mia soundtrack? And it helped. So I've had a shower, washed my hair, dried my hair. I have come downstairs. So achievement level 1 unlocked. I'm out of my room, which is great news. So I've decided the F1 qualifying starts at 1 o'clock. So I think actually I was going to read for an hour until then, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I might watch BookTube for an hour, or I might just stick the F1 channel on now because they'll have loads of running commentary before qualifying starts. I actually might be able to find out what happened in practice yesterday as well, because I know one of the racers has crashed and I think he's totaled his car, so I don't think he's racing this weekend, and his seat is on the line for next season, so that's interesting. So I actually might just stick the F1 channel on, and then I'm going to read later on because I really still need to get through my books. So I haven't read any more on The Bear and the Nightingale. I know I wanted to finish this yesterday, but I didn't. But I have read a bit more on Hollow Pox. So I got to page 195 last night. I was on page 70 yesterday, so I got to page 195 of this. So I would like to finish this and this today, if at all possible. That would be really great. We will see what happens with that. I can wrap some presents, so maybe I might be able to listen to some more of Dark Whisper later while wrapping some presents. We'll see how I feel after the qualifying, and then I've still got a Kind of Spark and Crooked Kingdom to read. If one of these goes into Monday, I'm not too mad about it, but I am saving a Kind of Spark for tomorrow night because Molly has asked me if I want to go on and do some sprints with her and Jade on Sunday night. So Molly hosts sprints every Sunday night at 8 PM GMT or BST, depending on what time zone we're in. Yeah, that obviously does affect you depending on where you are in the world, and it's GMT at the moment, so it's 8 PM GMT at the moment. And yeah, she does this every Sunday, and she's asked me if I want to be on this week, so that's lovely of her. I'm so excited. So I want to save a physical read for that, really, if I can, which the only one I've got at the moment is a Kind of Spark, so I want to save that for then. So yeah, if Crooked Kingdom kind of goes into Monday, I'm not too mad about it. I do want to start my 'Tis the Season-a-thon TBR on Monday though, so I don't want there to be too much left of it if that is the case. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I'm just grumpy today. Anyway, I have a parcel that I can open, which is a nice change because I got 2 more parcels yesterday that have gone straight onto my my birthday pile. So yeah, this parcel is from a friend of mine, Jemma from Dorkface, and she has a small shop. I will leave a link to it down below. Please do support small businesses. I have known Jemma for a few years now. We met via Instagram, I think, when I had a blog, so that was like 3 or 4 years ago now. So I've known her for a while, and I have bought some stuff from her shop previously, but I really wanted to support her, and she had some gorgeous pins coming up. So these were a pre-order, and a pre-order for one of them but not a pre-order for the other, but because I was buying them together I had to wait for the pre-order to come out. So I'm so excited. Oh, she sent me an extra thing. So she sent me a thank you card that just says thank you and you are awesome on it. She loves rainbows, bright colours, things like that. She's got a little boy called River and he's beautiful. And it just says on the back, it means a lot that you supported my small biz. Thank you. Don't forget to share your purchase online. And then her socials as well. Like I say, I'll leave a link down below to Gemma's shop. I'll also leave a link to her Instagram because it's beautiful. You should go check it out. And then she sent me a little card as well, a postcard that's got a kitty on it. This is so cute. She does all these illustrations herself. And then the pins, I'm so excited. She's done a whole Gilmore Girls collection recently. A notebook, a pin, some postcards, what else has she done? Some bookmarks. She's done like a whole Gilmore Girls collection recently, and it's gorgeous, and I'm dying to get my hands on some of it, so I think I'm gonna have to pre-order one of the pins, I reckon. So the pre-order pin was this one, which is winter. This is gorgeous. She's got a whole collection of these, so she's got an autumn one that's still out at the moment that you can get hold of. She's got winter, and then next year she's going to do spring and summer as well, so if you wanted to collect them all, you can do. And then I got this one, which wasn't a pre-order, but she just, rather than sending 2 separate things, she waits until the pre-order. So this one is cute as hell as well. Just love the rainbow in it. So thank you so much, Jemma, for making these, because I did buy them myself. These are not gifted. I've bought them myself, but thank you so much, Jemma, and thank you for being a awesome friend as well. She's so lovely. Please do go and check her shop out because she's so wonderful. Yeah. It is her full-time business as well, so you are helping out someone who is doing this full-time, and I would appreciate it, and I know she would appreciate it as well. So please do go Harold Butcher's, see what you like the look of. Yeah, that's perked me up a little bit. So I'm gonna go now and eat my breakfast and watch some of the F1, and then I will read. The weather, to be fair, is perfect for reading today. It's not lashing it down, but it is raining. And this is always like perfect reading weather. I might even go and sit up in the library for a little bit, just get a change of scenery. Sometimes it can be a bit too much down here, especially with the TV as well. It's so distracting. It's so easy for me to read like a couple of chapters and then stick booktube on. There's no TV in the library, so I have literally no choice but to read or just stare at my bookshelves or scroll through Instagram. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do with the rest of my day. So just proud I got myself out of bed, to be perfectly honest, because my mood this morning was shit. It was so shit. It still is, but we're trying. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to go. I will see you in a bit.
On lap 6, overtook his teammate Sebastian Vettel to regain the lead of the race. On lap 38, Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel approached turn 4. Always a good spot for overtaking this one, but Sebastian Vettel left in a spin as the rear of his Ferrari had got away from him and Hamilton zoomed past. Turn 11 at 11th place in the race last year for Antonio Giovinazzi after this tangle with Daniel Kvyat, who eventually came home to finish one place below in 12th.
Oh, my face is so red. I've got the fire on. I have finished The Bear and Nightingale. I've given this 4 stars. It was so wonderful and whimsy and just atmospheric and magical, and I really enjoyed it. I am unsure how to describe this book. I feel like a lot happened, but I also feel like not a lot happened, if that makes any sense. Like, this book is so slow. The action didn't really kick in until the last maybe 50 pages, maybe even less than that, maybe the last like 25 pages. There wasn't a great deal that happened up until that point. We're just setting the scene, getting to know the characters over the space of a few years and living with these characters. I honestly went into this thinking that we would be following Vasya, who is the young girl who listens to the stories that the older lady that kind of looks after them and runs the house tells them. She tells them stories of folklore and of myths and legends and things like that. Now, it turns out that Vasya can see shadows and other things like that. She can kind of speak to animals and just different things. And I thought the whole point of this story was that we were following Vasya and finding out what's going on with that. It turns out that's not fully the case. So we are following Vasya, but we're also following the other family members of hers over several years. Like, it's quite a long period of time that we're following these people. And we're following her dad, we're following her oldest sister, we're following her older brother, we're following her other older brother, and then we're following a couple of new characters that get introduced a bit later on. And we're also following the woman who looks after them. So we're following quite a few characters. We're also following a priest at one point as well. I think he's a priest. So we're following quite a few different characters. This just went in a direction this just went in a direction I just wasn't expecting at all, and I've really enjoyed it. It was very, very good. So I really enjoyed this. I've given it 4 stars. It didn't give me that full 5-star feeling. I can't decide if it's 4 or 4.5, but I definitely, again, similar with Daughter of Smoke and Bone, I feel like I know this has room to grow and we're going to get more from it. This 100% is setting the scene for the rest of the series, and I am so excited to see what the rest of the series is going to bring. I cannot wait to carry on reading this. I'm obviously, as previously mentioned, going to be reading The Girl in the Tower next weekend, so I am hyped for that, but I don't know how I'm going to sit and wait a whole month before I can then pick up The Winter of the Witch. There may be a situation in which I end up picking that up in December as well. I need to refrain because obviously I want to be able to separate The Girl in the Tower from The Winter and the Witch when it comes to the live show, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was very, very good. And then I picked up Hollowpox, which is this book. I've took the dust jacket off, I always do with a hardcover, but I've realised, so because Waterstones are sending us new copies of this now, I've realised that I will be able to put this on my shelves with the dust jacket off, and I'm so happy because I will have one with the dust jacket on. So I'm buzzing about that. That's very exciting news. Anywho, I just wanted to I'm up to page 220 and I'm just laughing my little head off because we've just met a character called Rosh, who is Miss Cherry's like best girl in all, what does she call her? Best girl in the 7 pockets. And Miss Rosh has just taken out, she's about to take Unit 919 into the GOB, which is a library. I love middle grade books, I swear to God, I love middle grade books. And she steps behind the loans desk and took out a heavy duty utility belt bearing some surprising items. A pair of handcuffs, a large knife, a silver whistle, a radio, a roll of masking tape, several chocolate bars, a leather whip and a ring full of keys. She fastened it around her hips. This sounds more like a S&M book than a middle grade. I just couldn't stop laughing. Obviously as an adult reading this, a child would never get that vibe from it, but as an adult reading it, I just find it really funny. I love when this happens. I don't think the author's necessarily, I don't know if Jessica Townsend has done this on purpose, but I find it really funny. It's because I am immature as fuck and I make no apologies for that. So I just find it really funny. But yeah, I'm going to carry on with this for a little bit longer. So yeah, I'm going to go. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't shut up at the moment. And it's irritating me because what happens is my clips are like 10 minutes long. And then I have to edit all the shit out where I'm just rambling like now. So I get really annoyed. Future me gets really annoyed with past me because past me is a rambly bitch and can't shut up. Well, current me. me now. I can't show. I'm going. Bye. I can't stop laughing at this book, honestly. It just gets funnier and funnier. So I just love how self-aware some of the characters are. So we're now... I can't stop laughing at one of the characters, Frank. There's like a thing happening, and I'll just read out some of this to you. I just love how self-aware Frank is. So Jupiter spoke quietly. You know, I'm surprised at you, Frank. For goodness sake, there are still establishments in Nevermore that refuse to welcome you because you're a vampire? Yes. Frank's eyebrows shot upwards. Exactly. Do you hear me complaining? Honestly, I don't blame them. I'm a liability. I bit a man in supermarket last week. Dame Chanda gasped. Frank! Oh, it was just a nibble, he said with a wave of his hand. I sent flowers. My point is, this isn't up for discussion. Jupiter had raised his voice, but the muscle in his jaw was clenched tight. I just find it so funny. Frank is me as a well, I'm not a vampire, obviously, but Frank is me with how self-aware he is. Like, and do you hear me complaining? Honestly, I don't blame them. I'm a liability. I bit a man in supermarket last week. I'm constantly going, I'm literally a liability. Like, I don't know how I have adult responsibilities. I don't know how I own my own home. I don't know how I'm allowed to drive. I don't know how I am allowed to be in charge of a bank card. Just all of these things. I don't know how I'm allowed to be an adult. I'm literally 5 years old. Like, I am a liability, and I just find it so funny when I find a character in a book that is as self-aware of those kind of things about themselves, like I am. Like, I just find it really funny. I can't stop reading it. I just want to keep rereading that line. Honestly, I don't blame them. I'm a liability. I've said that so many times in my life. It's just so funny. Anywho, I don't know if you guys really care about that, but I thought it was really funny. What can I say? Easily pleased. Hi team, it's Monday morning and it is 10:30. I just thought I'd come and wrap this vlog up. I forgot to do it last night. To be fair, I finished another book this morning, so yeah, but this is going to be the end of this week's vlog, but also the end of November's wrap up as well, because I don't think I'm going to finish anything else today. So yeah, that's my aim. So let's go through what I read. I'm not going to go through heavily what I read this week because I've probably gone through the motions with you, apart from the last two. So the first thing that I finished this week, sorry, I'm just checking my phone because a lot of the things I finished this week were on audio, because a couple of the things I finished this week were on audio and I don't physically own them. So the first thing that I finished this week was 1 by 1 by Ruth Ware, which I gave 4 stars. This is a murder mystery thriller set in the French Alps. It's very, very good. I do recommend. The next thing I finished was Pages & Co. Book 1, which is Tilly and the Book Wanderers by Anna James. This is a middle grade and I loved this so much. It's so wholesome. Highly recommend. I can't remember if I went on about this or not much in the vlog, but within about 10 minutes of being in the book, I just knew that this was going to be a new favourite. So I am obsessed with this book now. I can't wait to carry on with the series, but I really, really, really want physical copies of the books because I'd love to tab them up. I kind of want like a physical copy of the hardbacks and then a physical copy of the paperbacks so I can tab one of them up and make notes in it maybe. But yeah, I really, really love this series. It's so good. Super imaginative and just sucks you into the story. I got completely lost for a couple of hours while listening to this. It was fantastic. So good. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, obviously. Then I finished The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. I really enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I've been putting this off for years because I was so terrified of the writing style. I honestly thought this was going to be too flowery for me, and it wasn't. It was so good. A very, very slow story, so if you're not into your slow stories, which I'm not normally, I don't particularly like just character driven stories. I need something to be happening, but honestly there is still something happening in this and I just really enjoyed the way it was done. It was very, very good. The action didn't kick in up until about the last 25 pages, I would say, and then the story for me at that point really got going, but the build up to it was just so beautiful and it was just so atmospheric that I just loved it so much. This is perfect for this time of year and I cannot wait to read the next one. So I'm very, very excited to continue with this series. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars because I know it's got room to grow, so I want to see that growth in the stars. But yeah, it did. I didn't quite get that 5-star vibe from it, but I reckon the next one probably will. So 4 out of 5 stars for this one. Then last night I finished Hollowpox by Jessica Townsend. This is the 3rd in the Morrigan Crow series. I thought this was going to be a trilogy, but I'm not sure. I don't know. This could go one of 2 ways. I don't know. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was very good. I gave it 4 stars, which I think is the lowest rating I've given one of these books so far, because the rest have been because the rest have been 5. I don't think my brain has woken up yet. My apologies. The rest of them have been 5 stars. I just think, I don't know if it was my mood, but it just took me a bit of time to really get into this one this time round. I don't know if it's because I haven't picked up this series in a while, or it was my mood, which is highly possible because I've DNF'd a lot of books this month, or I'm just not sure. I don't know. I am hoping to reread this whole series, like give it a reread next year back to back, and maybe my rating will go up. There's a high possibility that that could happen. But yeah, gave it 4 stars overall. It was really, really good. Also, these books are beautiful under the dust jacket if you get the hardcovers, which is very, very difficult to do so with Nevermore and Wondersmith for that matter. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars, very, very good indeed. And then the final book that I finished at Gone Midnight this morning was Dark Whispers by Vashti Hardy, which is the 2nd in the Brightstorm series. I'll show a picture of it here. I've not mentioned this one, I don't think. I was listening to it whilst I was, what was I doing? Wrapping some presents yesterday. I wrapped all my Christmas presents yesterday, so I was listening to it then, and then I just finished it off early hours this morning because I had like 2 hours left. So yeah, it was good. This is following twins whose, in the first one, Brightstorm, parents whose dad has gone away on an expedition, and then it's reported back that his expedition, basically they were stealing something, and basically they have been deemed dead or lost, but their names have been dragged through the mud in the process, and the twins don't believe it at all, and they managed to get themselves on a ship with a captain and a crew and everything, and they find out the truth of what's happened to their father. And the second one just kind of follows straight on from there. I can't tell you too much about it, but they go on another adventure with the crew because they're deemed part of that crew now. So yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars again, and I had a good time with it. It was good. I think this series is going to carry on. I don't know if there's already another one out, but I do think the series is going to carry on, so I am excited to continue on with that series. So yeah, it was a reasonably good week. I managed to finish 5 books this week, 3 of which were middle grade, so that's awesome. So yeah, really happy with that, and I hope this vlog hasn't been too boring. I've rambled a lot in a lot of my clips. Editing me in a little bit is going to hate me right now. So yeah, I hope I haven't rambled too much, but I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, leave me a, what shall I ask you for? Leave me a snowflake on the basis that this is set in the French Alps on the snow, and this is set in the winter seasons. Leave me a snowflake, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.